up, y'all? It's your boy Jamar.
And I'm Brianna.
And this is the Safe Word Podcast, Season 3.
Episode 10, Season Finale.
Boom, boom, boom. Brrr. Book it, book it.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. I feel like this season just...
flew by.
Yeah, like, just flew all the way by.
Yeah, not for me. It was kind of dragging.
Come on now. You can't tell the safe space that it was dragging. Okay?
Kidding.
She's making it seem like you guys was such a chore. All right. Anyway, okay. I know that she had a blast and I had a blast with this season. We have a lot of interesting facets that we covered this season. You guys can definitely go back in the videos after you watch this one, and you can check those out. And I would love to encourage you guys to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Ding. Like this one, this video if you have not yet, and like all the other videos. I mean, why not? You love us, right?
Just make sure you subscribe.
Right?
Okay.
So first things first. I feel like we always have to have some type of a preamble, so to speak, to start off our episodes these last few weeks. Last week we talked about the passing of DMX. This week we are going to just bring acknowledgement and awareness to the fact that as of recording this, the verdict for the Derek Chauvin trial came in, and the jury found him guilty on not one, not two, but all 3 counts. And so that is a huge first step in victory and justice for people of color. And now we just have to wait 8 weeks for sentencing and hoping that the judge does what is right so we can keep that man under the jail cell. And and that's all that we really want to say about that, because everything else that I say is not going to be PG-13.
Rated R.
Okay.
I mean X. Okay. Yeah, I know what I mean.
So let's go ahead and toast to victory and to the first step in a very long road ahead.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oops.
Okay. So. Can't take you nowhere.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I totally spilled my wine.
I can't take you nowhere. We have 2 final questions for this season. We kind of wanted to be a little bit reflective. So the first actually, before we do that, the safe word. Duh. Ding! And the safe word is something that I am in high need of all the time. It kind of, definitely becomes a chore to her, I'm sure, sometimes. But
yes.
Hey, why not? The safe word of the day is...
massage.
Massage.
Yes.
The safe word is massage.
He's always asking for a massage.
I am always
It's always, babe, can you give me a massage? And never, babe, let me give you a massage.
That is a damn lie, and you know it.
How is that a lie?
It's always...
Yes! You're
really
always asking me for a massage, and
so
you
I never volunteer to give you a massage. Is that what you're saying?
You barely volunteer. For as much times as you ask me, the ratio is not the same.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm speaking my piece.
You know what, babe? That's okay. When we finish recording, I'll give you a massage. No, I won't.
Whatever, jerk.
Anyway, the first question for today is going to be, what is one childhood lesson that you still live by? What is one childhood lesson that you still live by? I'll let you go first.
I think I would say one childhood lesson, because to be honest, I feel like I'm drawing a blank in my childhood lessons. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what lessons did I learn? But I think one that I will say that comes to mind is probably integrity. My parents always instilled in us and told us that you need to make sure that you're doing the right thing even when nobody's watching, and even if you're not going to get a reward or you're not going to get any recognition or anything, make sure you're still doing the right thing, because that builds a habit, and a habit builds character. So I think that's something that I try to take into account all the time, because I want my character to reflect like a person of integrity. So I'm gonna go with that one. Really, because that's the only one I can remember at the moment.
It's like when you put on the spot, you don't think of
Yeah,
everything.
it's like when people ask you to talk about yourself, and
And
you
just
go
like,
blank. That's me. I literally am like, oh shit, who am I?
oh gosh, oh you didn't see the face. I was like, yeah, I get you. For you probably it's a little bit more taxing because you're more of an introvert. So like, if people
Yeah.
were to ask you something like that on the spot, you'd probably be like,
I'm like,
uh,
like
I
it's-
like cheese.
Yeah, that's literally me.
I like turtles. You're
I don't even know where that's from, but that just
you
sounds
don't know
stupid.
what?
What?
You don't know where that's from?
Where's that from?
Oh gosh, babe, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you when we get off of the off a line. Oh my goodness, it's not her fault, guys. She was sheltered.
Listen, I was raised under a rock.
You
so.
you really were like Patrick. You were really raised under a rock.
Anywho.
Anyway, yeah. So for me, one childhood lesson that I still live by is acknowledge everybody in the room. So whenever growing up in a Haitian household, sac passe, all of my Haitians in the room, we literally all the Haitians in the room would expect you to greet them. No matter where you were, it doesn't matter if you saw them the first time or the 15th time. If you walk into that room and you saying hi to everybody, you need to make sure that it's not just a wave, but you need to literally go to everybody, handshake or kiss. Handshake for the men, kiss for the women. And I learned that ever since I was a jit. And to this day, so now it translates. So whenever I go into a room, whether it's, for my job, if I'm in a meeting or if I'm in a job interview, an audition or anything, I always go and I shake everybody's hand and I look them in the eye and I introduce myself. And I feel like that's something that definitely sticks out. If you're an employer and you're looking at your applicants, I think that it's something that makes you stand out a little bit from the crowd because some people aren't going to go the extra mile and try to shake your hand or acknowledge you and whatnot. And even on the opposite side, I feel like, for example, if I'm in a group and we're having conversation, if I'm talking to the group, I don't just put my attention at one person. I always try to go around and make sure that everybody knows that I'm including them in the conversation. So it's little things like that I grew up doing, that my parents taught me, and that other avenues enforced, like business school. Back when you were doing vocationals in middle school, and you had that one quarter of the semester where you were in business class. They enforced that as well. So it's little things like that that really help shape some of the characteristics that I have. So
Okay.
mm-hmm.
It's definitely not me. So, didn't learn that lesson.
Do you think that you would have maybe even been receptive to something like that growing up, since you were such an introvert?
I mean, I feel like I wasn't that much of an introvert growing up. I feel like I kind of grew into my introvertism, like, as I grew up, I feel like I was a little bit more social, growing up. So, I don't know, maybe.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think? What is one lesson that you learned as a child that you still live by to this day? Whether it be something you learned from your parents, whether it be something that happened to you that shaped, your future. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the Instagrams. Like
Or in
Kodak
the
said.
email.
Or in the email, the safewordpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and mosey on down to the next question.
Mosey on down the road. Okay, so the next question is, what is something you had to unlearn in life?
Yeah. So on the opposite side of the spectrum, what is something that you maybe thought was cool at one point and you realized that it was detrimental and you had to unlearn that thing?
Well, let us know. Fill us in.
Well, so I think for me, one of the bigger ones was I had to unlearn seeing myself as the victim of a circumstance I'll give you an example. This isn't like a motivational, you are the master of your fate, captain of your soul type of thing. It's more so like, for example, there'll be times when, let's say somebody was picking on me, or let's say I got the short end of the stick at a certain situation or whatever. I would always think like, it was only me. It was only me. Everybody else had it easy, and it was only me. I was always the one getting picked on. I was always the one getting bullied, whatever, whatever. And I didn't realize until afterwards that sometimes I'm the one that threw the first stone. Sometimes when somebody was cracking jokes on me, it's because I was cracking jokes on them little by little for days, and they didn't even put two and two together, because in my family we're so quick witted, and sometimes we crack jokes and keep it moving, that you don't realize that you're throwing a stone until they start throwing a boulder at you. So I think when I sat back and I realized that I'm not always innocent in the situation, my hands aren't always clean, it really helped to reshape how I approach things. So I unlearned that victim behavior or victim mindset of always thinking that things happen to me and only me and for no reason, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like realized that sometimes you are the architect of your disaster. And so you need to reshape how you move.
Sometimes people don't realize their role in a situation.
Absolutely.
They don't realize they have a role at all.
Yeah, so very true.
I think for me, something I had to unlearn was that college is not necessarily the key to success, I would say.
Big facts.
Because like growing up, my parents, my dad more specifically, was like, oh, you got to go to college because otherwise you're not going to be able to get a good career and you're not going to be able to make any money and blah, blah, blah. And although that may be the case for some people, that's not the case for everyone. You can definitely, I mean, look at how many entrepreneurs there are out there. I mean, I have a friend, Jasmine paints on Instagram, and she is literally like a full-time artist right now. She paints things. She holds like painting classes. She does grad cap designs. Like she literally, and mind you, I knew her before she actually started this business. And I just watched her, literally her entire business just grow. And it's amazing. And she is doing so well right now. And that is, I feel like, the case for so many people. So these crafts or these gifts that these people have, it doesn't necessarily require a college degree. And you can still make bank, okay? You don't have to be, going to school for like 8 years, 10 years for you to make money like that. So that was something that I had to unlearn, because growing up, it was like, I have to go to college or else I'm not going to make any money. And anybody who doesn't have a college degree is not going to make any money. So that's something I had to unlearn for sure. And I'm glad I did, because I'm like, dang, I wish there was like a craft that I could do and, make some extra money. Because let me tell you, this college degree, even though it's great, but it's not making me a lot of money right now. So, but I digress. It is what it is. No.
So is it safe to say that college really isn't the ultimate cheat to get through life?
Facts. Yeah. It's not.
Contrary to what our parents might have instilled in
Yeah.
us. I think that's something, that's a great point that people, especially, I don't know, I can't speak for every demographic, but I know in Black and Caribbean families, it's often believed that college is your one and only chance to make something out of yourself.
Yeah.
So,
and that ain't it, chief.
That ain't it, chief. That ain't it. Hey, that ain't it, chief. That ain't it.
It's not. That's not the case all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some people who they want to be in a career, and that particular career does require college, like a college degree or a schooling of some sort or whatever. But that's not the only way to be successful.
Right.
So,
now that being said, there's so many other reasons to be enrolled in college that aid in your success outside of academics. I feel like, I mean, my degree gets me in the door, so to speak, for certain things, but the experiences that I take with me are from stuff that wasn't even attributed to my college degree per se. But that's actually a whole nother story for another day. But what are some lessons that you guys had to unlearn? You know, make sure you guys comment down below. Let us know for sure.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Okay, now.
You find out you rapping in the game.
Okay, a whole lot. Oh man, you just don't know. I know where I was going with that, so I quit while I was behind.
Oh my god!
Make sure you guys comment. Do not forget to subscribe. This is the last episode of the season. I feel like these last 3 seasons, contrary to what we said in the beginning, or you said in the beginning, I feel like these last 3 seasons have gone by so fast, and I feel like we have definitely learned a lot. And what I'm gonna do these next few months is I'm going to go through all of our episodes. It's only 30 episodes, including this one, and I'm going to look at the progression, not only visually but also mentally. I'm gonna look at our mindset, look at where we were from season 1, and how we progressed, and see, you know, where it's like a time capsule, like where we were at those times. And our first episode was what, 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. 2019 maybe, or was it 2018?
It was definitely No, it was 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. But
either way, it was a long time ago.
Either way, it was a while ago, and opinions sometimes change, so that'd be interesting. As far as what we are going to be doing in the future, because we're gonna be away from you guys in the safe space for a little bit, away but never forgotten. You guys will always be in our heart.
We're gonna be away, but we're also gonna be, you know, documenting some things, so you'll still see us. Like, you know, we have our wedding that was quickly approaching. I mean, we have almost 5 months now to go. So there's that.
And that's what I was gonna say. I was like, while we're away, there's things that are gonna be happening, and we'll have to fill them in on after, because most likely the season 4, right? Yeah, season 4 is probably gonna start after the wedding, so we'll have to document some things. And what else we have? You know, we have so many different prospects, and that's the beauty of vision. You know, you never know what's going to happen, but you kind of have hopes and prayers that things will kind of come to fruition. So
absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Well, with that being said, I want to propose a toast to an amazing 3rd season, an adventurous break in between this season and the next, and prosperous future
ahead
of us. Okay,
toast to that.
Yes.
Cheers to that. Wait, is that what you said?
Drink to that.
Drink to that. Yeah.
And to you guys in the safe space, we love you, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.